Right. Good evening and welcome to the UK Quarantine Quiz, Little Les edition. With hopefully your host, Little Les, i.e. me, and my son, in America, Mark, technical director. Hopefully everything will go to plan this evening. For those of you that are new to the quiz and we don't know yet what teams we've got, so I'll just run through the brief examples. Example, what day is it? Please put an answer in. Your team captain, you're highlighted in yellow. So if you want to change the team captains, you can do it at any time. But if you change them midway through and you miss out, put something in answer, hard luck. So make certain who's going to be your team captain. It's highlighted in yellow. Please could all the team captains submit an answer to the question, example, what day it is, so we can establish that your system is working and we are getting your answers. Likewise, on your left-hand side, you've got your chat screen. You can type in there what you like, have a chat amongst yourselves. Team captains take note, and then, of course, they can submit their answers. Team captains, you can submit more than one at any time. So if you ask a question, you say one thing, submit it, and you should subsequently change your mind. You can change your mind as many times as you like, but make certain that the last submission is the only one that we will accept, which is the very last one. Mark is the only person that can see your chat, so by all means, misuse and abuse me. As you can see, I'm dressed for the occasion this evening. You know, first time I've worn a tie for ages. Got me inaugural outfit on for the good old USA, our new president. And that's about it. 5 rounds of 10 questions. You're going to get 60 seconds after each question, and you have a 10-second countdown. I think I've covered everything. Yeah, Mark?
That sounds good to me. I like how you say our new president.
Well, yeah, he's the
Like-
world.
like
he's
you
the
had
world
to-
president.
Like you had to put up with them.
Well, yeah. Well, I dressed specially for him, like, you know. So, please put in an answer so we know that your answers are coming in and we receive them, and it helps Mark give some idea of what teams we've got this evening. So, as I say, without further ado, please put your team answers in, captains. If you want to say anything to Mark, just at host, just type in at host, and then Mark will answer. If there's any lag or you've got any difficulties with hearing, then we can sort that out for you. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm flying a little bit blind today, so I'll have to assume that you guys can see and hear me okay. Little Les, you'll have to give me a little nod if you can keep an eye on the stream, but otherwise,
yeah,
we're light on teams tonight. Everybody's obviously out watching the inauguration. So let me do a refresh and then I'll be with you guys. Hang on a second. Alright, so in case you didn't know, today is actually National Penguin Day.
But your D's happy?
Yep. So you all thought it was Freedom Day, Inauguration Day. Sorry. Not right. I was going to give you a bonus point if you actually got that. But National Penguin Day.
Okay. Right, how many teams we got then, Mark?
Alright, so far we've just got the 4 teams. So it's going to be a fight for the podium. We've got the Interstellar Sea Slugs, the bold, bodilicious Belarusian lobsters, or bobsters. Let me see if I can do that. There we go. The FAM and Team Momo.
Right, okay. So we shouldn't, hopefully, fingers crossed, take too long. General knowledge round 5, I think it's a connection round, but I think it's going to be pretty easy for everyone. Famous last words, but so here we go. Round 1. Round 1 is all 1982. Which Richard Attenborough movie released in 1982 was nominated for 11 Academy Awards, eventually winning 8? So what 1982 Richard Attenborough movie was nominated for 11 Academy Awards, eventually winning 8? So your time starts now.
And you said 82. Isn't the category 1980s?
Yeah, 1980s. That's what I said.
1980s.
1980s.
You said 1982.
No, I'm talking about this first question. Yeah, the category is 1980s. Any questions on 1980s? So, which Richard Attenborough movie released in 1982 was nominated for 11 Academy Awards, eventually winning 8? So, I've done it instead of me having the stopwatch and going upwards, I've started off on a minute and going downwards. So I thought that'd be a lot easier. See if that works. So 20 seconds gone. I will give you the 10-second countdown. All teams are familiar with the rules and regulations. So 10-second countdown coming up now.
Yeah, I'll give you a few. I can keep an eye on teams getting their answers in as well. But
yeah,
I have no idea what the lag is. So you guys will have to shout at me if it gets a bit crazy.
Right, question 2. What single by The Police was the best-selling UK record of 1980? And your time starts now. What single by The Police was the best-selling UK record of 1980? Yeah, you're right. There's Eric Van C. They because of the rules and regulations with COVID, so they're not allowed to get together in the mess. They have to stay in their cabins. So that will be hard to coordinate and everything else. And they've just come back from leave this week, so that dismisses them. Yvonne, with regard to Cosmic Cabbage team, I know they've been dealing with a lot of COVID related information and details. So again, some of them could still be working. So right, 10-second countdown coming up now. So that's two teams straight away, not with this.
Well, speak of the devil, we've had Cosmic Cabbage join us. So hey.
Welcome, Cosmic Cabbage. Welcome, Yvonne and team. So what single by The Police was the best-selling UK record of 1980? So question 3. First broadcast in August 1983 as Wooden Top, what name did this one-off drama take when it became a series later that year? I thought this was a good question.
Yeah, I didn't know this one.
Yeah, I didn't know this one. But, you can have a reasonable guess. First broadcast in August 1983 as Wooden Top. What name did this one-off drama take when it became a series later that year?
Is it still on?
I think it is. Yeah, became a well-known series.
I think it might be still on. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain.
I haven't seen it for a long time, but
I've never watched it myself. But yeah, it's a very well-known series.
Good show.
Right, so 20 seconds gone, coming up to 10-second countdown in a few seconds, which is now 10-second countdown. First broadcast in August 1983 as Wooden Top. What name did this one-off drama series take when it became a series later that year? Question 4. Cosmic Cabbage, if you haven't guessed already, the first round is all about the 1980s. Question 4. Which Midlands club won the 1987 FA Cup for the first time in their history? So say again. Which Midlands club won the 1987 FA Cup for the first time in their history? And there's another very good trivia question associated with this winning club. Do you know what I'm talking about, Mark?
I don't. I'm sure you'll tell us in another exciting edition of the quiz.
Yeah, well, watch this space. Right, so 10-second countdown coming up now. Which Midlands club won the 1987 FA Cup for the first time in their history? Question 5. Who in August 1981 became the BBC's first black newsreader? Who in August 1981 became the BBC's first black newsreader? And we do need a first name and a surname. As always, as long as it looks phonetically correct, then Mark will mark it correctly or incorrectly, but it's never a spelling test unless I say so. So, who in August 1981 became the BBC's first black newsreader? So, a 10-second countdown coming up now. Who in August 1981 became the BBC's first black newsreader? Right, question 6. Which border reopened in 1985 after being closed since 1969? So, what border reopened in 1985 after being closed since 1969? So, by definition of border, there's two countries. I need both the countries' names, and that was the border between the two that was opened in 1985 after being closed since 1969. I can tell you a very good story about that one, Mark.
I'm sure you could.
Which border reopened in 1985 after being closed since 1969?
And you want both countries, yeah?
Both countries, yeah.
Both countries.
Both countries, because that defines the border. Which border reopened in 1985 after being closed since 1969? 10-second countdown.
Well, we're assuming it's between two countries, of course.
Well, yes, of course. But I did give a big clue by saying which two countries. So,
Well, true. It's not in the question, but there you go.
question 7. What allegedly took baby Aziara Chamberlain from a campsite near Ayers Rock in 1980? Hit the news headlines worldwide. What allegedly took baby Azara Chamberlain from a campsite near Ayers Rock in 1980? What allegedly took baby Azara Chamberlain from a campsite near Ayers Rock in 1980? Blimey. I can remember it as though it was yesterday. It's what, 40 years ago? Just where did that time go?
Yeah, I was a bit too young to remember this one. I only know it from the parodies, of which there have been many.
Yeah.
All right.
So what?
Everybody got their answer in on that one.
Brilliant.
We can move on.
We can move on.
Everybody knows that one. Points all around.
Question number 8 coming up. Which airline made its maiden flight in June 1984? Which airline made its maiden flight in June 1984? Which airline made its maiden flight in June 1984? Dare I say it, Mark? The Bills are doing well, aren't they?
The Bills are doing well so far. They're in the championship game. Yep.
Is it this weekend?
This Sunday, yes. Yep.
I do hope so, because I've got my money on them.
Me too.
For what odds did you get?
I only got 8 to 1.
Ooh, I got 16s.
Yep.
Right, 10-second countdown coming up.
Yep. I can't see them getting past Kansas City personally, but there you go.
Well, hopefully they will. Question 9. Against whom was a fatwa issued in 1989 after the publication of the Satanic Verses? So I'm looking for a person. First name and surname. Again, it's not a spelling test as long as it's phonetically correct. Against whom was a fatwa issued in 1989 after the publication of the Satanic Verses?
I take it you've read these.
Oh, yes. From back page to the front. And left to right. Against whom was a fatwa issued in 1989 after the publication of the Satanic Verses?
All right, everybody got their answers in on that one.
Right, brilliant.
We obviously have a literate bunch.
Or they're all 1980s babies.
Yeah, true.
Question
True.
10. Remember, question 10, you do not get a countdown. What was seen in February 1986 for the first time since 1910? What was seen in February 1986 for the first time since 1910? I was going to say a 10 quid note from your wallet, Mark, when you bought me a pint.
I was a little bit too young to buy you a pint at this point.
What was seen in February 1986 for the first time since 1910? 20 seconds gone. So obviously 20 seconds to go. There's no countdown. So I'll give you 10 seconds and then I'll give you a few more seconds. So what was seen in February 1986 for the first time since 1910? So we've got your time is up. I'm going to give you another 10 seconds and then we're going to move on. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now for the answers for round 1.
Hang on a second, I had to refresh. Here we go.
Right, here we go. It was Gandhi. 1982, 11 a comedy of winning 8. Richard Attenborough, Gandhi.
Yep, there we go.
The Police, the best-selling UK record of 1980 was "Don't Stand So Close to Me." I'm certain that got one or two teams
I was going to say
caught out.
Yep, that caught a couple of people out.
Wooden Top. The answer was The Bill. First broadcast 83, Wooden Top, one-off series, drama series. It later became The Bill. 1987 FA Cup for the first time in their history was won by Coventry City. The first black newsreader on BBC One, 1981, was Maurice Stewart.
Hang on, let me just get your spellings. I think I got everybody there. Yep, okay.
1985, after being closed since 1969, was the border between Spain and Gibraltar, or Gibraltar and Spain, whichever way around you want to put it. Spain and Gibraltar. Question 7. What did the baby was taken by a dingo? Or dingoes, dingo or dingoes. Maiden flight in June 1984 was Virgin Atlantic. Virgin or Virgin Atlantic, I'll accept either.
I was going to say, I hope you're taking both.
Yeah. Salman Rushdie. As long as it looks phonetically correct. I'm certain you got a few variations to spelling on that one, Mark.
Not not as many as you'd think, actually. I was
Ah.
impressed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Got a literate bunch.
And number 10, 86, first time since 1910, was Halley's Comet.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was a big school project. Okay.
So next time watch out the space. Next time it's due to appear, could be a question, future question. So scores on the doors. Cosmic Cabbage, nice one, 10 out of 10. Balloons and Lobsters, 9. Be interested to know which one they got wrong. Team Momo, 6. The Fam, 6. Interstellar Sea Stag, 6. Oh, they're all vying for that bronze place at the moment, but anything can change. So good score, Cosmic Cabbage. A nice 10 out of 10. Second round, picture round as always. The picture round is British TV comedy classics, young and old. I didn't go too far back, so hopefully you got a mixture of team. So Moose is by himself, so good luck on that one, Moose. You might struggle on a couple, but it might be a 10 out of 10. So question 1, name the British TV sitcom. From the picture that you see in front of you, name the British TV sitcom.
Yeah, I knew most of these. Some of these I didn't.
Yeah, I had quite a selection to choose from. Some of my era and some before, but I thought, well, I won't be so cruel because I know there's a few youngsters in various teams. That's why it helps if you've got a different generation amongst you. But there again, if you like your comedy. So name the British TV sitcom. Again, it's not a spelling test as long as it looks phonetically correct. Once we've got all the answers in, we'll move on. If not, we will have the countdown.
I was going to say, everybody got their answers in.
So let's move on.
We'll move along. Yeah, a couple of these I did not know.
So question 2, name the British TV sitcom. Very famous actor and film star there on the left-hand side. But name the British TV sitcom this picture is taken from. I wouldn't have thought you'd known that one, did you, Mark?
This one? Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. Well, only because you used to watch it.
Well, true.
Or the reruns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I was around when this was first on.
So likewise, we'll give you the countdown, but if you have no idea, we will. If you've got no idea, well, if you've got no idea, then just say pass so we can move on, save time. But have a guess anyhow. Got nothing to lose. So 10-second countdown coming up.
And it's funny, I was just watching this next one.
Question 3, name the British TV sitcom. Never seen this one.
You've never seen this one?
No.
Wow, okay.
So name the British TV sitcom.
I make a lot of jokes from this one. Probably go right over your head. Yeah, you need to see this one, little Les.
Because the guy with the sort of funny Afro style haircut, he appears in quite a few TV programs now.
They've all been in lots of things. Yep.
I don't recognise the other 3, but I particularly recognise him.
Oh,
in fact, he does the advert for HSBC, Mark.
Oh, good lord. Yes, they've all been in lots of things.
Right, 10-second countdown coming up now. Question 4. I'm pretty certain we're going to get some quick responses to this one. Name the British TV sitcom. Am I right in saying D likes this one, doesn't she?
Yes, although we've only seen a few episodes of this when we've been over yours.
Oh, right, okay.
So we have seen it, but not that many.
Yeah. So name the British TV sitcom. I'm certain we're going to get a few answers come through within the next less than 60 seconds. Name the British TV sitcom.
Yep, you're right. We got everybody's answers in.
Yeah, I said we'd get them in within 30 seconds, didn't I?
Yep.
So I think the questions this evening are not too, I won't say not too difficult. They're
Not the
easy with,
hardest.
yeah, they're not the hardest. I think the last round as well, general knowledge, you'll all, it's a connection round, but I think you'll all get the connection. Question 5, name the British TV sitcom. Have you seen this one, Mark?
I have, yes.
Yeah, this is quite funny.
Yep.
Again, it depends on your sense of humor, but it's my type of sense of humor.
Yep, I had this on DVD, I want to say. Back when,
Can you?
DVDs were still a thing.
Yeah. Can you still not see the pictures, or?
Me, I can't see
Yeah.
the live feed, so I have no idea what the playback is.
What? Right, so here we go. 10-second countdown coming up. Name the British TV sitcom. Question 5.
And yes, this round is a little bit harder if you don't own a television. Sorry, sea slugs.
Yes, that's very true. But as I always say, question 6, name the British TV sitcom. As I always say, we went around in 1066, but we know the answer that it was the Battle of Hastings, 1066. So just because you haven't got a TV doesn't mean to say.
Well, how do you know it took place in 1066?
How do I know?
You only know that because you read it from a book, right?
Yeah, because it's written down, exactly.
Well, just because it's in a book, that doesn't mean it's real. Come on.
Listen.
That's like saying just because you saw it on Facebook, it must be true. Come on.
Right. So, I mean, where did you draw the line then, eh?
Yeah. History's written by the winners, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Question 6, name the British TV sitcom.
All right, we've got everybody's answers in.
Brilliant.
Moving swiftly along.
So again, it depends on your taste of comedy. But I would have thought that would have been quite a name the British TV sitcom. Number 7. Now, I didn't have a clue on this one, so
I didn't know this one either. Nope.
No, I didn't know this, even though I write the questions. Just because I know the answers or don't know the answers, or vice versa, doesn't mean to say that So I do write questions or provide questions where I don't know the answers, because I know somebody else and another teams will know the answers. So, like I always say, easy for some, difficult for others. Me and Mark we wouldn't. I couldn't even guess this one. Could you, Mark?
No.
I had no idea. There you go.
No.
But I'm certain some of you in the teams will find this one easy. So, like we just said, Mark and I would find this extremely difficult. So, 10-second countdown coming up. Good luck on this one. So, question 8 coming up. Name the British TV sitcom. Did you know this one, Mark? I would imagine this one is up your street, but because it's British TV, you might not have seen it or get it over in the States.
I've only seen some of this, yeah.
The guy on the right I quite like because he's often on QI, and his sense of humor is very dry, very knowledgeable guy as well.
Yeah, yep. We got people's. I appreciate you guys letting me know if you have no idea, because then we can move swiftly on.
And question 9: name the British TV sitcom.
Yeah, I knew you'd put this one in.
Yeah, because the guy with the what's the name of the hat?
The pith helmet.
The pith helmet. That's it. Which I do own a pith helmet, and I
Oh,
do own the outfit that he's wearing, of course.
I knew you were going to say that.
Because we did a show at Southsea at King's Theatre, and I was that man.
Yeah,
And I had to sing. I had to sing a song.
We'll cut that video in at some point.
Yeah, I don't know where my version is. I have to dig it out. Right, and last but not least, question 10. Name the British TV sitcom. I'm certain you all know, well, I'm pretty reasonably certain that you all know who the lady is and what her name is, but in what TV sitcom did she appear? I don't know if you've seen the show, Mark. She appears as a sort of housewife detective.
Yes.
Don't say that. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen that. Yeah. Quite amusing. Right. So we've got 15 seconds left. As I say, we will go a 10-second countdown, but I'll give you a few more seconds after that. Right. So that's it. Your time is up. I'll give you another 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Moving on to round 2 and all the answers. Benidorm. Picture that you're seeing is the stars and cast of Benidorm. Sid James starred in Bless This House.
I don't know if that's a spelling mistake, sea slugs, but I'll give you to that. I will accept Bless This Mouse.
Yeah, funny fingers. I think that's a typo.
I thought it was a Mickey Mouse special or something.
The IT Crowd. As I say, never seen it.
You need to watch this because it has the best line in it, which is, "Have you tried turning it off and on again?" Which is basically what I say to you every single freaking day.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Yep.
The IT Crowd. I'm certain everyone got this one. Mrs. Brown's Boys. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Gimme, gimme, gimme. Hang on. Yep. I gotcha.
Good night, sweetheart. I thought that was a pretty tough question, that one, but it's obviously not. Everyone got it, so they obviously like that program. Good night, sweetheart.
Yeah, I like that show.
I would have struggled with that one. I know the show and I've seen it. Now, this one I had no idea. 2012. If you got this one, well done.
Yeah, congrats on that one.
Question 7, 2012. I couldn't even tell you what channel it's on. Question 8, British TV sitcom, The Peep Show.
Peep Show, yep.
And question 9, It Ain't Our Fault, Mum.
It ain't our fault. Hang on. It ain't our fault. Yep.
And number 10, Keeping Up Appearances, starring Mrs. Bouquet.
right. Interesting leaderboard today. All right. So here is your leaderboard after round 2.
Round 2, Cosmic Cabbage. What a score. 2 10 out of 10s. Lobsters 18, dropped a point there as well. Joe Biden 15, the Fam 12, and the Interstellar Sea Slugs 9. Thanks for joining us, folks. Keep slogging on. I hope you enjoy the entertainment, irrespective of what the scores are. So, Cosmic Cabbage, good one. Good one. What about the third round, Mark? What's the third round all about? Remind me.
I hope you're going to tell me that.
I only wrote the questions and came
You
up.
only wrote the questions.
Yeah.
Music, isn't it?
Well, the round 3 is all to do with albums, as in the vinyl versions, and they're a mixture, and they're all, questions related to albums. So, which album released in 1984 gave Madonna her first UK #1? And the name of the album was the same as her UK #1 single. Which album released in 1984 gave Madonna her first UK #1? And your time starts now.
Yeah, you've just labelled this UK hit albums.
UK hit albums. There you go.
Yep.
So they might not necessarily be #1s. They could be a mixture. But which album released in 1984 gave Madonna her first UK #1? And your time has started. So even if you don't know, you can have a reasonable guess of some of the singles of Madonna, whether they were #1s or not remains to be seen. But at least you can have a good stab at it. If I remember rightly as well, from my general knowledge, I think Madonna had 6 UK #1 hit singles.
Yeah, pass.
Yeah. Right, so 10-second countdown coming up. Which album released in 1984 gave Madonna her first UK #1? So 10-second countdown coming up.
Yeah, I just heard her latest single and it's pretty shocking.
Oh, is it? Well, as in rubbish. Right,
Yeah.
so here we go. Question 2, more up to date. Who in 2019, i.e. 2 years ago, at age 17, became the youngest female artist to have a UK #1 album? Who in 2019, at age 17, became the youngest female artist to have a UK #1 album? I didn't have a clue on this, but your mum knew this one, Mark. So my jaw hit the ground when she told me the answer to this one.
Really?
Yeah, I was most surprised.
How does Mum even know who this person is?
Exactly.
An incredibly famous person.
Yeah, I think it's because of one of the songs that she sung, which was a very, very famous song. So whether it was on the radio with your mum driving or something like that, I don't know.
Could have been.
So who in 2019, at age 17, became the youngest female artist to have a UK #1 album? So 10-second countdown coming up.
She also did a very famous soundtrack as well, not too long
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Maybe that was
Exactly. Yeah, that could be it.
Yep.
Question 3. Who designed the banana cover of the Velvet Underground's debut album? Helps if you know who Velvet Underground are or were, and then you might be able to work out who designed their banana cover of their debut album. Have you heard Velvet Underground's music, Mark?
I have.
Yeah.
So is this the banana on the cover of the album, or did they
Yes.
design a cover that went over their banana?
No, it's who designed the banana on the album.
This is why punctuation is important.
Yeah. Right, so 10-second countdown coming up. Seems to be whizzing by. He designed the banana cover of the Velvet Underground's debut album. 10-second countdown coming up now. Question 4. Which TV duo, that's a big clue, which TV duo recorded the best-selling album of 1995? Think of some very famous duos of the 1990s. Think of a TV duo, and they recorded the best-selling album of 1995. They also had some number one hits singles as well. Whether it was from that album or not, I can't recall, but they certainly had both of them. Both had individually number one albums, UK songs as well. Which TV duo recorded the best-selling album of 1995? Again, this is ridiculous, isn't it? 25 years ago, if my math is right or wrong.
Something like that. Back in the heyday.
Yeah, yeah. So, 10-second countdown coming up. Which TV duo recorded the best-selling album of 1995? Question 5. Which album topped the charts for the whole of the year, i.e. 52 weeks of 1959? And I can remember your nan and granddad playing this one, which is why I know every word of every song on the entire album.
Nice.
Which album topped the charts for the whole 52 weeks, i.e. the entire year of 1959? And I can remember them playing it on their German-built Grundig super-duper radiogram.
It was the size of the room.
Yeah, well, it was massive. Which album topped the charts for the whole 52 weeks of 1959?
Yeah, I'm surprised at this one. I knew it was popular, but I didn't know it was...
It stayed in the charts. It stayed in the album charts for 2.5 years. There you go. That's how popular it was. Right, so 10-second countdown coming up. Which album topped the charts for the whole 52 weeks of 1959? And I'm absolutely certain that every one of you in Quizland has heard of the songs of this album. So, question 6. Who won the Brit Award in 2018 for Gang, Signs and Prayers? The album was called Gang, Signs and Prayers 2 years ago. Who won the Brit Award in 2008 for the Gang, Signs and Prayers album?
I assume you have a copy of this.
Yeah. The person or persons I did meet in 2018, and hence the expression "little Les" compared to this person or persons. He or she is massive.
You met this person, really?
Yeah.
Or persons?
Persons, yeah.
Interesting.
Who won the Brit Award in 2018 for Gang Signs and Prayers? Right, so 10-second countdown coming up.
Not that I doubt you, but that's an interesting one.
Yeah, he was at a charity auction in London, believe it or not. Very generous as well. Question 7. What was the title of Adele's third album that became the 2015's fastest selling album? There you go. Your time starts now. What was the title of Adele's third album that became 2015's fastest selling album? I would have had to guess on this one, and I would have guessed wrong. was the title of Adele's third album that became 2015's fastest selling album? So your countdown's going, 20 seconds gone. I will give you a shout when it's 10 seconds, and we will then have a 10-second countdown. So 10-second countdown coming up now. What was the title of Adele's third album that became 2015's fastest selling album? Right, moving on. Question 8. Spending a total of 35 weeks at number 1, which was the best-selling album band of the 1970s? So spending a total of 35 weeks at number 1, which was the best-selling album band of the 1970s? So I'm looking for the band. Spending a total of 35 weeks at number 1, which was the best-selling album band of the 1970s? So 20 seconds remaining. I will give Mark Menard in 10 seconds time for a 10-second countdown. So spending a total of 35 weeks at number 1, which was the best-selling album band of the 1970s. So 10-second countdown, please, Mark. So get your answers in. Right, so here we go. Moving on. Question number 9. Which member of Take That released the album Green Man in 1996? So looking for a first name and a surname. Which member of Take That released the album Green Man in 1996? So 30 seconds gone, halfway through the time. Which member of Take That released the album Green Man in 1996?
I was going to say, you have like how many members of Take That were there? 4, 5? I'm sure somebody will tell me that.
I'm not. I thought it was 4, but I could be wrong on 5. I'm not a real Take That fan, to be perfectly honest. So 10-second countdown coming up.
Yeah, I had to think about that one. 5?
I think it was 5, and then it went down to 4, didn't it? Right, so 10-second countdown. Which member of Take That released the album Green Man in 1996? So you either got a 1 in 5 chance or 1 in 4 chance of getting it right.
Yeah, if you can remember them all.
Yeah. Right, so question 10. On the cover of the Beatles' Abbey Road album, very famous Beatles album, Abbey Road, which of the group is barefoot? Which member of the group of the Beatles is seen barefooted, no shoes on, or socks? On the cover of the Beatles' Abbey Road album, which of the group is barefoot? And I can tell you on that one, Mark, there were 4 people in the Beatles.
You sure?
So therefore, they've got a 1 in 4 chance.
Yeah, I must admit, I had to look at this one because I actually thought they were all barefoot. I thought that was...
you see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't know that one.
Well, not a lot of people know about. As in, everyone thinks, like you, that they were all barefoot. On the cover of the Beatles' Abbey Road album, which of the group is barefoot?
And there were 5 members of Take That, of course. Gary, Mark, Robbie, Howard and Jason. I forgot about those 2.
I forgot about Howard. Right, so 10-second countdown coming up. So I will give you a countdown. Get your answers in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That is the end of round 3. We are now going to go back to the answers. Here we go. What album gave Madonna her first UK number 1? The album was called Like a Virgin. Number 2, 17-year-old Billie Eilish.
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 Let me just get your spellings. Yep. There we go.
Number 3, it was Andy Warhol who designed the banana. Andy Warhol for Velvet Underground.
Andy Warhol designed the banana. That's a new one.
Number 4, yeah, Robson and Jerome, TV duo. They weren't too bad, actually.
Michael Howard and Jeremy Paxman. That'd be a great album.
Yeah, what would they call it though? Question 5, South Pacific. The album that topped the charts for a whole 52 weeks of 1959 was the South Pacific. As I said, it was in the charts for 2.5 years.
On. Yep, I got you.
Gang Signs and Prayers. Stormzy. He's a big bloke, I tell you.
Yeah. That would have been an interesting picture. You with him.
Yeah. Number 7, Adele's third album was 25. Biggest best-selling album of the 1970s, 35 weeks at number 1 was ABBA. Number 9, The Green Man, it was Take That, Mark Owen. And number 10, the person that was barefoot was Paul McCartney. How did we do on that one?
Ooh, it's going to be interesting. All right, so after round 3, here is your leaderboard.
Round 3, Cosmic Cabbage, 28, dropped 2 there, but the Lobsters gained 1, 27. Team Momo, 17. The Fam, 15. Interstellar Sea Slugs, 9. So we're coming on to the music round. And the music round is adverts, correct, Mark?
Movies.
No.
Movies.
Movies, beg your pardon, movies.
Soundtracks.
Movie soundtracks, yeah. So I'm going to hand over to Mark, and he's going to play 10 seconds of each, I believe, of the intros or bits and pieces of the soundtrack. You need to tell us what movie it came or appeared in. Okay, we're going to do 2 70s, 2 80s, 2 90s, 2 2000s, and 2 2010s. So all we need you to do is provide the film title, that the 10 seconds. Mark will play it once and then he'll play it again. So over to you, Mark.
All right, let's bring the monkeys back. And I am working on the dancing lobsters, don't worry. Okay, so hopefully this will work. Again, I have no idea what the lag is. So we might get some funny hand signals from little Les. So here we go. Here is your first 10 seconds. Alright, that was your first 10-second playthrough. I'll keep an eye on your answers, see if you get any in, just so I know that you can hear me okay. And it's all ladies on the Bodilicious Belarusian lobsters this evening, little Les, in case you were wondering, so it's ladies' night. Alright, we are getting answers in, so that's good. That means you can hear me. So I'm going to play you the first 10 seconds again, then I'll give you a few more seconds to get your answers in. Here we go, here's your second playthrough. Alright, that was your second playthrough from this movie soundtrack from the 1970s. We're looking for the title of the movie. They're changing their team name now, just to be nice to your little Les. It's not going to win you any bonus points. Alright, a few more seconds, get your answers in. Otherwise, we will move on to question 2. So your countdown has begun. Get your answers in. Question 2, still in the 1970s. We're looking for the title of the movie from this piece of music. So that was your first playthrough of question number 2. We're still in the 70s. I think you're being quite easy with some of these questions tonight, little Les. You're being very generous. So we are getting answers in. Yes, we are. So here comes your second playthrough of your first 10 seconds of this movie soundtrack. Okay, I think most people are getting that. Sea Slugs, if you're out there, give me a shout. I want to make sure you can hear me, because I'm not seeing your answer. Alright. Here comes your 10-second countdown. Moving on, I think we may have lost the Sea Slugs. So give us a wave, say hello, Sea Slugs, just to make sure you're still hanging around. Otherwise, we're moving on. Question 3. We're moving on to the 1980s now. So here comes your first 10 seconds. Here we go. Hang on, bear with me. The song just reset itself. Alright. Took a little bit of time to kick in that one because it reset itself. So I'm going to play that again. Here we go, you're going to get 10 seconds. Here we go. Alright, so we are looking for the name of the movie that song came from. And we are getting answers in. And no, sorry lobsters, we can't lose Cosmic Cabbage as well. You're going to have to fight it out first spot. Unless there's a dramatic comeback for Team Momo. Alright, get your answers in, otherwise we are moving on. Question 4, we are still in the 80s. Yeah, sorry, we can't lose the cabbage either. We're still in the 80s, so here comes your first 10 seconds.
It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic. A kind of magic.
Alright. So that was your first 10 seconds playthrough of question 4. We're looking for the name of the movie that this piece of music is from. Yes, it was in the film. And this film was in the video for this, I believe. Trying to remember, but I seem to remember that. From the 80s. So, are we getting answers in? Yes, we are. We're getting some right answers in, so, yep, it was definitely in a movie. Alright, here comes your second playthrough.
It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic. A kind of magic.
Alright, that was your second playthrough. I'm not giving clues to the cabbages. I would never do that. You can all hear me. So if I'm giving clues to anybody, it's to everybody. Alright, got the answers in, so we will move on to question 5. And we are moving into the 90s now. A little bit more recent. Here we go, question 5. Here is your song from the 90s, your first 10 seconds. Alright. A little bit more of an interesting one. Give you a few seconds to stew that one over. We're looking for the name of the movie, don't forget, not the singer or the artist or the name of the song. We are looking for the name of the movie. Alright, so here is your second playthrough of the first 10 seconds. Alright. I'm impressed people are getting that one. That was actually a half decent song. Okay, so we'll give you a few more seconds. I like your answer, fam. I misread that. It still works, but yeah. Alright, we've got everybody's answers in, so we will move on to question 6. This will be your second song from the 90s. Yep, and the good thing is, again, with only 10 seconds and being soundtracks, there's not as much for little Les to dance to, which is great. He's upset, look at him. Bless his cottons. Alright, so this song from the 90s, here's your first 10 seconds. Alright. Yeah, I knew you'd bop your head to that one, little Les. God, I remember when this came out. I think you bought this on 45, didn't you?
Yep.
and played it non-stop for months. Alright, so we're looking for the name of the movie that piece of music came from. Okay, I'll give you a couple of seconds to get your answers in. Alright, here comes your second playthrough of the first 10 seconds. Here we go. Alright. Do we have everybody's answers in? We do. So, whipping through them today. Alright, question 7 coming up. We're moving on to the 2000s. So, here we go. Which movie did this song appear in?
We got married in a fever.
Yeah, I knew you'd like that one. Knew you'd like that one. Alright, so little Les could hear it because he was obviously bopping away. What movie did that come from? We are getting answers in, so I will play your next 10 seconds. Here we go, is your second playthrough.
We got married in a fever.
Question is, what movie did that come from? And I take it the fam don't go to the movies that often. Alright, got your answers in, so moving on to question 8. Great movie. Are we still in the 2000s? Yes, we are still in the 2000s. So here is your first 10-second playthrough.
My gift is my song, and this one's for you.
Alright. So, you should have heard that was the first 10-second playthrough. Yep, not really one. Probably my favourite song from this movie. There are lots. It's a great soundtrack. Yeah, there's a few that are good off this one. Alright, we are getting answers in. So, here we go. Play that again. First 10 seconds.
My gift is my song, and this one's for you.
Alright. So, do we have everybody's answers in? Yes, we do. So, moving on to question 9. And we are moving into the 2010s. So, here comes your first playthrough of this piece of music from a 2010s movie. Here we go. Come on, it's thinking about it.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break.
Yeah, I knew little Les would dance to that one. Off he goes, look at him, little weeble. yes, we do need to know the exact title of the movie, just in case you were wondering. So we're getting answers in. Here is your second 10-second playthrough.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break.
Alright, that was your second playthrough. Yeah, don't worry about spelling. I'll get you. Alright, we got everybody's answers in, so we will move on to the last question, question 10. We are still in the 2010s. Slightly harder one, this. At least I thought so. Alright, here is your first 10-second playthrough. Yeah, slightly harder one, I thought. Probably not Little Les's favourite favourite song on the list here. Not really his kind of cup of tea. This is an interesting one. Good movie. I must admit, I enjoyed this. Alright, we are getting answers in, so here is your second playthrough, the first 10 seconds. Here we go. Alright, so I will give you a few more seconds to think about this one. Get your answers in. Otherwise, we will go through and mark your answers. Alright, so we've got everybody's answers in. Yes, we do. Alright, so let's go through the answers. So, number 1 was The Godfather. And unless anybody really wants me to, I won't go through and replay for the sake of time and the lag. Hang on, let me just mark you. Good call on Dr. Zhivago, but no, and I'm glad we didn't play that because I would have to play the whole 3.5 hour tune. Alright. Number 2, everybody got this one. It was Superman. Number 3, of course, was Groovy Kind of Love by Phil Collins. That was our token Phil Collins for the afternoon. I would have accepted Phil Collins as an answer because, as we know, that is the Trump answer. Everybody gets a point for Phil Collins. Alright. Question 4 was Highlander. Yeah, I'm impressed people got this one. And yes, the Highlander movie does appear in the music video for this, if you pay attention. Hang on. Did I get you? Yes, I did. Alright. Question 5. This was Madonna, Beautiful Stranger from 1999, and the movie was Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. And yes, I will give that to you, Cabbage, that's right. Okie dokie. Question 6 was Gangster's Paradise, Coolio from 1995, and the movie was Dangerous Minds, yes, with Michelle Pfeiffer. I think it won an Oscar as well. And yes, little Les played this on his little 45s a lot. It was scary. Question 7. This was Joaquin Phoenix and Reese Witherspoon. The song was Jackson from the movie Walk the Line. Yep, I gotcha. So obviously it wasn't originally sung in 2005, but it was from the movie Walk the Line, which was released in 2005. Question 8. This was Your Song by Ewan McGregor from the movie Moulin Rouge. I would highly recommend watching it if you've not seen it. Probably my favourite Baz Luhrmann movie. Back when he was good. Hang on a second. Did I get you? Yep, I got you spelling. Yep, great movie. Question 9. This was Despicable Me 2, and I'm going to play a bit of this just because it's a great song. Go on, little Les, do a bit of dancing. Come on. Alright, I just like watching the minions dance around. There you go, kept me happy. Yeah, let's not get distracted with minions. Alright. And last but not least, the one that tricked everybody up. This was Welcome to the Party by Diplo, French Montana, Little Pump, and Xavier Ward. I know Little Les is a Little Pump fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Alright, are you gonna... Now, here's the question. Do you want Deadpool 2, or will you take Deadpool? How nice are you gonna be?
Unless if the song wasn't in Deadpool, then the answer is Deadpool 2.
Alright. Because it was technically a different movie.
Yes, it was a different movie. Deadpool was completely different to Deadpool 2. But if that song was in Deadpool, then that's okay. But if it wasn't in Deadpool, then the answer is Deadpool 2.
All right. You heard it, ladies. Okay, that was a tough one. Yep, that was a tough one. All right, so after the music round... Ooh, it's getting very interesting at the top. All right, I'll hand back to you, little Les. And here is your leaderboard.
Right, here we go. Leaderboard. The Lobsters have just come up with equal scoring with the Cosmic Cabbage on 36, Team Momo 25, the Fam 16, and the Interstellar Sea Slugs on 9. Now, before we go into the last round, I think the last round is, in my opinion, fairly easy. There is question 10. There is so it is a connections, general knowledge, but it is a connections round. So you get 3 points for getting question 10 to provide the exact connection. So, have we got a tiebreaker question ready, Mark, just in case?
We don't, but by the time we get to the end of this round, you might need one.
Right, okay. So we will come up with... I will quickly look on my list of tiebreaker questions while we're counting down. So here we go. Question 1. Which gemstones take their name from the ancient Greek for unbreakable?
This is a general knowledge connections round, right?
General knowledge questions. There are one-word answers, so you need to combine all the one-word answers to come up with a connection, and there is a specific connection, and 3 points for that specific connection. So, which gemstones take their name from the ancient Greek for unbreakable? So, again, which gemstones take their name from the ancient Greek for unbreakable?
All right, everybody got their answers in. Moving on to question 2.
Right, question 2. As I say, I think you'll find the. So, write down your answers.
I love how people are trying to guess the connection after one question.
Right, so here we go. What is the first name of the wife of US President Barack Obama? Right, what is the first name of the wife of US President Barack Obama?
All right, we got everybody's answers in. So moving on.
Moving on.
And who is Michelle wearing today? Did you see? I didn't see. They were all wearing New York designers today at the inauguration.
Oh, no, I didn't see what she was wearing.
Question 3. Pay attention, little Les.
Question 3. The Greek titan Prometheus stole what from the Greek gods and gave it to mortals? The Greek titan Prometheus stole what from the Greek gods and gave it to mortals?
Wow, everybody got right in there with that one.
Yeah, as I say, I think this round is fairly easy. Easy if you know them, difficult if you don't. But again, the question is, what's the connection? So the Greek titan Prometheus stole what from the Greek gods and gave it to mortals? So I would imagine 10-second countdown. If everyone got straight in there.
Yep. Here we go.
Right, so move. So 10-second countdown. Right, question 4. What was the nickname of trumpeter John Burks Gillespie? What was the nickname of trumpeter John Burks Gillespie? So take your one-word answers. There is a connection of all the one-word answers. Take all your one-word answers, and that's 3 points. That may win it or lose it for you, or might even draw it for you.
All right. Do we have answers? Yes, we have all the answers in.
Right.
So
Yeah, as I said, I'm pretty certain we're going to whiz through these answers because I kept them fairly simple and straightforward. But like I always say, easy if you know them, difficult if you don't. So question 5. What relation was psychoanalyst Sigmund Freud to artist Lucian Freud? What relation was psychoanalyst Sigmund Freud to artist Lucian Freud? And if you have no idea, then obviously you can have a guess. If you have got the connection already, then this would be an easy answer for you. If you've got the connection already, this should be an easy answer for you. But if you don't have a guess, what relation was psychoanalyst Sigmund Freud to artist Lucian Freud?
You're being way too nice. Okay, we have everybody's answers in.
Everyone's answers in, so we're moving on.
Yes, we do. Here we go.
So, question 6. What is the real surname of the action actor Vin Diesel? What is the real surname of the actor Vin Diesel? I've just seen one of the answers from Moose. Very good, Moose. I like that. What is the real surname of the action actor Vin Diesel? Oh, I didn't realize White Knight had joined you, Moose. Welcome, White Knight. What is the real surname of the actor Vin Diesel? So, a 10-second countdown coming up. And moving on to question number 7. Which battle was fought in present-day Belgium on the 18th of June, 1815? Which battle was fought in present-day Belgium on the 18th of June, 1815? I remember it well. That's where I won my first medal, wasn't it, Mark? Which battle was fought in present-day Belgium on 18th of June, 1815?
I do have one of these medals, but I don't think it was yours.
I thought you had 3 of them. Which battle was fought in present-day Belgium on 18th of June, 1815?
Well, I have a few. If you're talking about the English one, I have 3 of the French ones.
Yeah. Well, I got an English one, obviously, when I was there.
I've got 2 English and 3 French. Yes.
Right, 10-second countdown coming up. Question 8. Jackson is the capital of which US state? Jackson is the capital of which US state? Jackson is the capital of which US state?
And no, I've not been to the capital. I've been to the state. I've not been to this capital.
Yeah. No, I haven't been to the capital.
No. Although my brother-in-law does live there. Yeah.
Right. You mean as in Dee's brother?
Yep.
Yeah. Jackson is the capital of which US state? I didn't realize he lived in Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson is the capital of which US state? So get your answers in. Few more seconds before we have the countdown. So let's have a 10-second countdown. Jackson is the capital of which US state? There's 50 to choose from, and I think it's one of these on the on the back. Question 9: What is the first name of the striker Torre or Torres? I'm not certain how you say it. How do you say it, Matt? Mark?
Torres.
Torres.
Yep.
I don't know if he still does, but he used to play for Liverpool.
Last time
Don't
I
think-
checked, he still does.
Does he? I wasn't certain whether he still did or not. What is the first name of the striker Torres? Oh, talking of which, how do you like the back of my waistcoat? Can you see it?
Oh, the eagle.
Yeah,
Very nice.
yeah. As I say, especially dressed up for this evening. Right, what is the first name of the striker Torres? So, 10-second countdown coming up now. And last but not least, remember question 10. I will give you the question. will be, what is the connection of all those answers? So question 10, for 3 points, what is the connection between all these one-word answers? So you need to be specific to get the points. There is only one connection, and what is the specific one connection between all of these one-word answers? So your time starts now.
And just a quick peek at the leaderboard. This is going to make all the difference. So I don't think we're going to need a tiebreaker.
Well, I do have a tiebreaker question, just in case. So you need to be specific. For 3 points, what is the connection between all these one-word answers?
Yeah, some interesting guesses.
For 3 points, what is the connection between all these one-word answers? So, as I say, give you a little bit of time for thought. Get looking at the chat. If you don't know, have a guess. You could be correct, but all one-word answers for 3 points. What is the connection between all these one-word answers for 3 points? Right, just a few more seconds left. Get your answers in. Don't delay. So, have we got answers in, Mark?
Yeah,
Or
we got everybody's answers in.
So, let's go for it. Let's go through the rounds with the answers. So, gemstones take their name from the ancient Greek for unbreakable is diamonds. Diamonds. Michelle is the US President Barack Obama. So the half. Titan Prometheus stole what from the Greek gods and gave it to mortals? Fire. John Burks Gillespie was better known as Dizzy.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I didn't know that one. Everybody got that one.
Like I say, Sigmund Freud to artist Lucian Freud. What was the relation? Granddad.
Or grandfather, yep.
Grandfather, yeah, I'll accept grandfather. Surname of Vin Diesel is Vincent. Vincent.
Are you
Good
sure
answer.
Are you sure on that one?
You can prove me wrong, but I'm reasonably certain. I could be wrong.
Hang on. Anybody
I
want
am human. I'm not going to say the quizmaster is always right because 99% of the time I'd like to think I am. That 1% I could be incorrect.
Because I thought it was Sinclair as well. Hang on.
We just have an adjudication moment, as I say. If
Yeah, I only say that because other people put Sinclair in, and I think it's Sinclair as well.
well, as I say, I am human, so I could have made a mistake.
Hang on a second. Yeah,
So, if you-
controversy. Ooh. Because that could make all the difference. Hang on a second. Yeah, I think it's Sinclair.
So in that case, that because of the connection, we would have to make that question null and void then, because it would not tie in with the connection.
Ooh. So you wanna blank
So-
the question out completely?
So you'd have to blank that question because it would not tie in with the connection.
All right. So give me a second. That means I have to change things around a little bit.
Or the other way round is give everyone a point for that.
Well, no, it's easier if I. There you go.
My
Change the answer to-
my apologies, teams, if that makes a difference at the end, whether it's correct or not. But because it doesn't tie in with the connection, then that would be incorrect of me to accept a right or wrong answer.
Yep. So the correct answer is in fact butt monkey, because that's what you are for messing that one up.
Right.
But that could have made that could have made a big difference. So all right.
Yeah, as I say, I can only apologise for that one because it doesn't tie it doesn't tie in with the theme, which is the connection round.
Oh,
So
God.
okay.
His name is Mark Sinclair Vincent, so technically that means all of those answers. I don't know. We'll null and void it. That's the easiest way.
Yeah.
And no, we're not going against you, lobsters.
What is? Yeah. Okay.
It's nothing against you. We just want to make sure we get it right. All right, moving swiftly on. So that question never happened. Moving swiftly on.
The answer is Waterloo.
Waterloo, yes. And I don't know whether you saw, but Apple have just announced they're making a new movie about Napoleon called Kitbag, and it's going to be absolutely horrendous.
Right. So Waterloo number 8. It's Mississippi. Watch the spelling, but I'm pretty certain from all your school days the spelling is correct. MISSISSIPPI.
Yep.
Number 9, Fernando Striker Torres.
Ooh, do you want to see the leaderboard before we go into the connections?
Yeah, we can do.
Shall we? Just to build up the tension just a
Go on then,
little
let's-
bit more. So before we go into question 10, here is your leaderboard.
So the Lobsters 44, Cosmic Cabbage 44, Team Momo 33, the Fam 19, Interstellar Sea Segs 14. So it all rests on the last question, either that we've got the joint leaders and we have a tiebreaker, which I've got in front of me, or did you get the connection?
So, going into the last question, here we go. The actual answer is...
One word answers, they were all UK number 1 hit singles. So the criteria is UK number 1 hit singles, UK number 1s. So Grandad, Fernando, Grandad, Clive Dunn, Fernando, Brotherhood of Man, so on and so forth, right the way through. The one word answers were all one word UK number 1 hit singles. Did any of the teams get that correctly? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. So we have a 47, the Lobsters, and Cosmic Cabbage 47. So well done, the Cosmic Cabbage. First time joint leaders or coming top. So slowly work their way up from bronze, silver, and now gold. Welcome our new overlord Biden, 33, 19, and the Interstellar Sea Slugs. So I'll say here and now, the Cosmic Cabbage is the first time that they've been on the podium as joint, so they will get a cup and a medal. So watch this space, Yvonne. That will be in the post. I'll speak to you tomorrow. But let's see if you can become tonight's overall winner. So I don't know if you want to. Can you type it, Mark, or can they submit an answer? How can we do it?
Is it a question or is it a random number?
No, it's a question.
It's a question. All right, so I will type the question at the same time as you read it out.
Yeah, so the questions will be typed the same time I read it out, but you have, team captain, only 60 seconds to submit your answer to see if you can become the overall winner for tonight. But as far as I'm concerned, you're both Lobsters and Cabbages. You're both joint leaders tonight. But so here we go. The first ever Tesco store was opened in Burnt Oak, Middlesex. But in what year? So the question is, when was the first Tesco store opened in Middlesex? In what year? So Mark's typing in something. So
yeah, it should pop
so the
up
first
in a minute.
So the first ever Tesco store was opened in Middlesex in what year? So your time starts now. 60 seconds. The first ever Tesco store was opened in Burnt Oak, Middlesex in what year? And
Are you
what
going to
year?
go the closest, I assume?
Yeah, we'll go the closest. Doesn't matter whether it's over or under. We'll go the closest. So everyone, if you want to have a join in for a bit of fun, see if you can guess right.
Of course, that means you have to do some maths.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to do the two between. We're just going to do the two between the Lobsters and the other teams who work they're out. First ever Tesco store was opened in Burnt Oak, Middlesex in what year? So that's it. Let's have a 10-second countdown now. First ever Tesco store was opened in Burnt Oak, Middlesex in what year?
Well, we haven't got any answers in. We need your answers in, guys. Come on.
Need your answers in. Come on. Going to give you a countdown. So, what year was the first ever Tesco's opened? So, I'm going to give you a countdown. Make sure you got an answer. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it.
All right, so I've locked your answers. What was the actual answer, little Les?
The actual answer was 1929. First Tesco store was opened in 1929.
Ooh. Now, here's an interesting one. So nobody got it right. But
If they were equal to that, then it's the one underneath, not over. Yeah.
Both the Lobsters and the Cabbages guessed the same year. So we still have a tiebreaker.
Oh, right. Well, here we go then. Another tiebreaker question.
So go on, keep it going. We were on for an early night.
Right, here we go. As at the 16th of March, 2013, how many Sainsbury's stores were there? As at the 16th of March, 2013, how many Sainsbury's stores were there? I can still see the same Tesco question there, Mark.
Yeah, it takes a couple of seconds to
Okay.
show up.
So as at the 16th of March, 126, but as at the 16th of March,
There you go.
2003, how many Sainsbury's stores were there? So I'm going to count to 50. So get your answers in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 16th of March 2013. How many Sainsbury's stores were there? So 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Can we do a 10-second countdown, Mark? If not, I will just go 10, 9, so on and forth.
We can't,
So,
but everybody's got their answers in.
Everyone's got the answers. Great. Here we go.
Yeah.
So as at 16th of March 2013, how many Sainsbury's stores were there? So again, we'll go to the closest to it. If it's equal, we'll go to the closest
There are
under.
two different answers in this time. So
The
we
actual answer, the actual answer is 1016, 1016.
Oh, we have a winner.
What answers did we have?
So
Don't say what teams. We just say the answers.
what was the actual answer?
1016, 1016.
So one team answered with 1000, and
Yep.
one team answered with 1,100.
So the team with the 1,000 is the winner, whoever that is.
So the team with 1,000 is the winner, which tonight is the Lobsters.
The Lobsters. So well done, Lady Lobsters, overall for tonight. But as I say, as at the end of the quiz, Cosmic Cabbage and Lady Lobsters were equal, but just to make it an overall. So as I say, Cosmic Cabbage, you did win this jointly with the Lobsters. The Lobsters have got their trophy, so there will be a trophy in the post for Cosmic Cabbage. But all the teams, well done. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. Bit of fun. Away from your TV or whatever you would normally do on a Wednesday night. So again, thanks for your support. Hopefully we'll see you again next Wednesday for some more excitement and fun. So safe journey home tonight. Don't trip over the carpet when you're going up the stairs or in the kitchen. And take care and be safe.
Yep, as always, bit of controversy on those dates. I'm sure it was written down in Little Les's almanac somewhere. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, don't worry, Cabbage. You get a trophy anyway. You guys won. We're all winners here, right?
Yep.
All right. Thanks very much for keeping us company, guys. Stay safe. Hopefully, we'll have a few more people join us, and hopefully, you had some fun. You kept me busy during my lunch break, and now I'm off to enjoy Lady Gaga singing more at the inauguration. So, good to see
you
you
shouldn't
all.
have said that, Mark. We could add that as a tie. As
Don't
a
worry, there
feature.
was plenty of other people singing
Oh, okay.
today. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right, thanks for keeping me company on chat, guys. And yeah, we'll see you next week, same time, same channel.
Okay. Take care.
Speak to you later.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye.